What are the top cloud computing careers for 2023? As many of you already know, the cloud computing industry has grown rapidly over the past few years, with more and more businesses looking to take advantage of the benefits of the cloud. The big players like AWS, Azure, and GCP have announced some of their plans for 2023, and despite the slowdown of hiring in the recent months, there are still roles that continue to be in demand. For each of these, I'll be explaining what the role is, what are the skills required, and the average salary you can expect as someone working in this role. Let's get into it. So the first cloud role I'd recommend is a solutions architect. I'm obviously very biased when I say that it's the best job out there because I was previously an AWS Solutions Architect, but let me explain. A solutions architect at AWS is pretty much a technical advisor for customers as they go along their journey with using the cloud. Let's say I'm an AWS Solutions Architect assigned to work with small to medium businesses. My main responsibility will be to help these businesses design solutions on AWS that follow best practices. This means making sure the solutions are scalable, secure, flexible, and cost-effective. After understanding those requirements, they then provide them with technical guidance through presentations, architectural diagrams, and demos. What's great about the solutions architect role is that you don't need many years of experience before you apply. Nowadays, companies like AWS offer associate solutions architect positions where they provide you with the relevant training required to succeed in the role. For example, I was part of the AWS TechU program and they provided me with 6 months of training before I started in my team. The skills required to become a solutions architect can be split up into technical and non-technical skills. For the technical side, you'll need to have an understanding of the IT fundamentals, so networking, compute, storage, databases, and security. It also helps to have an understanding of cloud computing and have some initial hands-on experience with cloud technologies. And for the soft skills, companies look for people who are great communicators and problem solvers. They want to hire people who can work effectively with customers and explain technical concepts in a way that's easy to understand. The average salary for an associate solutions architect at AWS in the US, according to levels.fyi, is $162,000. And I'll leave a link down below for you to check the salaries of other companies and other locations. By the way, I want to point out that different companies have different naming conventions when it comes to their jobs in the cloud. For example, a solutions architect at AWS is referred to as a customer engineer at Google. Before applying to any role, always check the job description to understand what the role actually involves. Okay, so essentially solutions architects provide customers with technical advice. They can propose ideas and solutions, but it's not their job to build anything out for the customers to use. If a customer wants someone to do the actual implementation for them, they can ask for help from a cloud architect. Which brings us to the second role, a cloud architect. Unlike a solutions architect who is focused on providing technical guidance, cloud architects are more focused on helping customers implement the solution. So a typical day for a cloud architect could involve helping customers improve on their cloud infrastructure, as well as meeting key stakeholders and decision makers to discuss their long-term cloud strategy. As I've mentioned earlier, different companies have different naming. So if you're interested in this role, also look out for jobs with the title Cloud Consultant and Cloud Developer. The skills required to become a cloud architect are very similar to that of a solutions architect because both roles are technical and customer facing. However, cloud architects will typically need to have stronger programming skills as well as a deeper understanding of the technical IT fundamentals. The average salary of an entry-level cloud architect in the US is around $165,000, and if you have some relevant past experience working in tech, the salary might be higher. Now you might be thinking, what if I don't come from a technical background and have no interest in working with cloud services? Are there roles in the cloud industry where I don't have to be technical? This brings us to role number 3, a sales development representative. I'm really excited to talk about this role because there's not many videos out there explaining what the role actually involves. Sales development representatives, or SDRs for short, are sales professionals responsible for generating new business opportunities for their company. This can include reaching out to potential customers, setting up sales meetings, and qualifying business leads. For example, if I were an SDR at AWS, my main responsibility would be to identify potential customers and get them interested in using AWS. As an SDR, it's important to have strong communication and interpersonal skills. This will help you explain the benefits of your company's products and services to potential customers and persuade them to start using those products. And even though it's not a technical role, an understanding of cloud services is a bonus. The average salary for sales roles according to levels.fyi is $138,000, but in many companies there's a commission-based model, where the more sales you generate, the higher your total salary will be. Now, if you're looking to improve both your technical and non-technical skills, I'd recommend checking out today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is offering a 1-month free trial, and I personally love some of the courses I've been taking. It's an online learning community with thousands of classes for anyone who loves learning and wants to explore their creativity and learn new skills. If you have specific skills you're trying to learn, Skillshare is a great place to start. From tech and finance to productivity, graphic design, and more, you can find classes that will match your goals and interests. Here is a class by #learning providing an absolute beginner's introduction to Amazon Web Services. And you can see here that they have a bunch of courses to help you improve your communication and presentation skills. The first 1,000 people to use the link down below will get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare. So thank you Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Another role where technical skills are not required is an account manager. So while SDRs are focused on identifying new business opportunities, account managers are responsible for growing and maintaining existing relationships with the customers. For example, account managers at AWS provide ongoing support and guidance to help customers optimize their use of AWS Cloud. They may also work with other teams to identify different opportunities to help the customers even further. You can kind of think of account managers as the main point of contact for customers when they're going about their journey of using the cloud. If customers need some guidance when using the cloud, account managers will help bring in the necessary people and resources. Similar to an SDR, account managers will also have to have good communication and interpersonal skills. They need to be able to communicate effectively with customers and other stakeholders, both in person and in writing. A knowledge of cloud computing and IT is preferred, but with that being said, most companies provide you with on-the-job training to help you understand their products and services. And because most account manager roles are commission-based, it's hard to provide an exact salary range. But from my experience working at AWS, I've seen account managers getting paid anywhere between $200,000 to $400,000, depending on their annual bonus. The 5th role I'd recommend looking into is a cloud support engineer. This is a hands-on technical role focused on providing guidance to customers when they face technical issues. So anything from helping customers troubleshoot issues to answering questions about products and services. I have a video on my channel where I interviewed Elisa, a cloud engineer at AWS, and she does a really good job at explaining the role and the skills required. The average salary for a cloud engineer in the US is around $153,000, and as always, I recommend searching on websites like Glassdoor and levels.fyi to find out what the salary range is in your country. Alright, so this brings us to the end of this video. Please comment below what your favorite cloud role is, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.